Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Lars here. We're going to go ahead. We're going to dive in and check out this Swampert lead. Now, we switch it up just a little bit, right? We're going to switch it up because everybody they know how to deal with our team. So I throw out good old Victory Bell, and hey, they bring out uh, Noctowl, which super common Pokemon. We're going to bring back in Bastion, and we're going to absolutely farm this thing down. Don't worry about using any sort of um, charged energy. Don't worry about using a shield. Just go ahead and let Noctowl do its thing. Let it get a couple Shadow Balls off and get ready because as soon as Swampert comes out, we are going to throw some Stone Edges, which, even though it's not effective, since it is a Shadow Swampert, it we it's much better than normal Swampert for us, right? Had it been a normal Swampert, we could have been in a little bit of trouble. So there's a Stone Edge. It forces him to shield. Absolutely. We bring in Medicham, and right here, we're going to go ahead and throw the Psychic, which is a huge mistake. I should have used Power Up Punch to try to bait the shield. Instead, it's going to cost me 2 shields, and it's going to make it that much closer, right? So, in hindsight, yeah, I should have, absolutely, I should have used a Power Up Punch. But I also know that they know they cannot um, kill my Medicham with Hydro Cannon. They gotta use a Earthquake. Absolutely have to use an Earthquake. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna kill this Frostlass. We're gonna let one punch go, and then we immediately switch to Bastion to absorb that damage, absorb the Earthquake. There it is. Bring back in Medicham. Do 2 punches. Use a Power Up Punch and call it a game, which was probably one of the closer ones we've had lately. My heart was absolutely racing. Definitely tense. Next one isn't, so tense, but it is a mirror match, and they immediately switch to Trevenant. And the thing with Trevenant is you have to remember they do switch to Trevenant with a Bastion lead. They might have an ABB sort of thing going on. So be aware, save your Bastion, especially if they have like a Tropius in the back. Bring in Victory Bell. I did shield the first one. Before last season, I said don't shield um, the first move because it might be a Seed Bomb. Nowadays, I'm seeing a lot more Shadow Balls, especially if we're the ones to switch and they have a switch available. They'll throw a Shadow Ball and then they'll switch. And if we don't shield, all the better. They just kill our Victory Bell. So, just a little heads up. Medicham versus Medicham now. Go ahead, throw the Psychic. We don't need to win this mirror match. We just need to get them low enough so that Bastion can come in, do a couple little boops, and that's that. Power Up Punch, they shield it. No problem. We're going to go ahead. We're going to shield their attack as well. There it is. So one last Power Up Punch, get rid of this Medicham, and then they realize it's over. And that's that. On to the next one. All right. And the next one, I'm trying to shy away from showing good leads. I want to show neutral and bad. But just for old time's sake, for nostalgia reasons, we're going to show this one just because they have a Haunter. And now Haunter was really popular way back, well, not super popular, but popular enough back in the day when Legend was like ranked 10. So it's been a long time, and trust me, don't expect Bastion to tank the Shadow Ball because it hits like a truck. It's super squishy, as is Gengar, but they make up for it in their attack power. So go ahead, shield it, and yeah, we switch in Victory Bell just to get them to bait out their other Pokemon, and it absolutely works. There's that Sky Attack. Now, right now, we're not fighting our opponent, we're fighting the clock because we can't do a quick switch. So save that energy. Even if Knockdown were to kill us, fine. We need to waste as much time as possible. So one more Shadow Ball. There it is. We're going to use one Stone Edge. And by then, we can bring on in Medicham. And that's that. Game over. All right. And this is actually my ELO reveal, which, it wasn't bad by any means, right? But it wasn't like record breaking, which it was 2301. And by the end of the night, after I did another 2 sets or 1 set, got to just shy of 2350. So we have 150 points to go until the next rank, and I'm going to try to do it in the next 4 days, not making any promises, but hopefully we can do it. So this battle, the Bastion got cut off. They immediately switched to Victory Bell. They used an Ice Punch. I shielded. Now you guys are caught up, and they bring in Walrein. And so I know it's kind of crazy, but we're going to shield this one here just to throw this Leaf Tornado. I was hoping to get the attack break, didn't get it, but I knew they would shield there. So we're bringing in Bastiodon, just because had I brought in Metachamp, they would have 100% used a Psychic. And if they had, like, oh, I don't know, Galarian Stunfisk in the back, that Earthquake would have KO'd me. So turns out it's not Galarian Stunfisk, obviously, but that was just a little bit of insurance. So this Abomasnow, I wanted to leave it in for those that are new. A lot of people that just have a dedicated safe swap, they just use good old Sableye, right? And go ahead, if you see Sableye safe swap, bring in Victory Bell, keep that shield, do not use any energy. Absolutely not. Save the energy for the first Pokemon and then unleash. So here comes an energy ball. There it is. A quick switch to Metachamp. We are quick switching to Metachamp, just like before, folks. Absolutely, we don't have to win this mirror match. We just need to get them low enough so that Bastion can come in and take care of business. There's a Psychic, and we're going to go ahead. We're going to return the favor here after we use this shield. So go ahead, throw the Psychic. There's 99.9% chance that they were going to shield, but I needed them to shield to use their last one, so Bastion can come in and throw this Flamethrower. Just like now. There it is. And now it's pretty much over. We do have Metacham in the back, just in case we need to get 1 or 2 punches off, but we're fine. So, Lickitung. Lickitung has been kind of, just, it's still around, but unfortunately, Noctowl is more popular just because it fills the role that Lickitung did for the last few seasons, well, up until before Noctowl got the buff. So, with Lickitung, what we do, we throw 2 Stone Edges. If they shield the first or second one, we switch to Metacham after the second Stone Edge. If they don't shield like here, fine, play it by ear. So, Azumarill's in, we throw in Metacham to try to bait out their last Pokemon. They bite, they bring in good old-fashioned Paria, and really, we don't need to worry about, we can die, whatever. Now, same thing like before, our enemy is the clock, so we need to make sure that we don't kill this thing too quickly, which is fine. We have enough for a Stone Edge, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to use this Stone Edge, and by then, the clock is reset, and that's it. They realize it's over, and on to the next one. I believe this next one is my last battle, so I want to thank you all for watching, and have a great rest of your night, and please make sure to like and subscribe. It means it really does mean the world to me. So we have an Obstagoon. Go ahead, switch to Metacham. They, without missing a beat, right? Skipping a beat. They switch. So we're going to use Power Punch, which is different than last season. So use the Power Punch and then use Psychic. If you do that, they have 2 choices. They can either shield or watch their Noctowl get downed. It will kill it. You just need to make sure, as long as you have used Power Punch, it needs to be in the yellow +1. So half health, it's 1 extra fast punch, then throw the Psychic, will die. Absolutely, as long as it's like 0, 15, 14, or whatever optimal IVs are. So we farmed it down for energy. Go ahead, throw this Stone Edge, bring in Victory Belt, and they bring in Lantern. That's that. Game over. Have a great night.